Well, Rishi Mataji, good evening everyone. Hang on, I've got to stop the sharing. Hello, good evening everyone, Rishi Mataji, and I can wish everybody still, I still can, a very wonderful new year, individually and collectively. That all wonderful kind of things can happen this year. So I'm sorry I'm wearing this hat, but where I live, which is on a high ground down in Sussex, it's still snow on the ground and it's still pretty cold. So I got to wear this little funny hat so I don't have icicles coming out of my ears. So I'm not going to do anything dramatically wonderful. The whole idea, as probably most of you know by now, is that we do absolutely as little as possible, mentally, physically, in any other way. So this is a chance to grab these few minutes and get yourself kind of in your own bubble and use this time to go as deep and as high as you can. So what we'll do is just for a few minutes, we'll sit quietly and get ourselves, shrug the day off. Maybe you've had a good day, bad day, busy day, tranquil day, whatever it is, it's finished, the moment. Now is the time to be as much as possible our true selves. And let our Mother Kundalini flow easily and effortlessly right up through the Sahasrara. So what we'll do now is just sit quietly for a minute, then when we get centered, we can raise the Kundalini. I'll do that, and then we'll watch a video and do a longer meditation. So this meditation is just something for you to watch inside yourself as your mind suddenly says, oh, they're sitting still. Oh, I want to tell them this, and we must do this, and we didn't do that, and I've got to do this. Forget all that. We have to now, it's this kind of battle between our consciousness, our mind, that's always busy trying to interfere and tell us what to do and what we haven't done, and our self. The self which is silent, but very powerful. So I'll play a little bit of music at the beginning to help us calm down, and just let's check our body positions, check we're upright, let our arms relax, our body relax, our shoulders, our face, all the muscles in our face, right down through our body, through our legs, and with our feet firmly on the floor. And then we can just check our breathing and help our breathing slow down if we have to do it consciously. That's because we can get in the habit of breathing shallowly. So let's let the breathing slow down and get deeper. So we can try and have 6 seconds in and then 6 seconds out. We have to force it at the beginning maybe, and then it'll just take over. So if we can see how far we can detach ourselves from our surroundings, and the people immediately around us. Detach ourselves from our work or responsibilities, from the home, from our environment. Detach ourselves from our future worries and plans. Detach ourselves from the past. We can ease our attention if we don't have to put it to any other parts of our body or the chakras. We can ease our attention up the spine to the top of the head and rest there. If we have to ask our Mother Kundalini to rise and illuminate our Sahasrara, then we can do so. As we sit quietly, we are slowing our busy lives down, slowing it right down to zero. Just doing nothing and letting it all be. So we have to trust ourselves with a capital S. That through the silence within us, we'll make contact and become, nourish and open the way to ourself, the spirit. So now let's raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhan, please. So just check again that we can get our attention into our Sahasrara. got ourselves in a very relaxed, calm state. And maybe our thoughts have slowed right down or disappeared and are not governing us anymore. So now we can look at the Srimataji's videos from a long time ago.
You are still busy with your work, you are still busy with your little things, you are still busy with your small lives and small families. For a saint, he said in Sanskrit, Udara Charitanam Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. For a person who is of a generous nature, means a person who is a saint, the whole world is his own family. Are you still only worried about your own family? Then you are not yet aware of your saintliness. And a saint doesn't only worry about his own wife, about his own child, about his own house. He worries about the whole world. Now, as Sahajogis, you are a powerful entities. You are very powerful people. We have got problems in the whole world. You know that very well. It's not necessary you have to be great intellectuals or you have to be people who are some sort of politicians or something. But you must be on the lookout for the problems which are troubling this world. You have to be. You cannot live in your own world that you are a saint now, I am in Nirananda. That's not possible. You can't just be in Nirananda. You have to know that you have to live in this world. And you have to know all the problems of this world. And you have to think about them, not only your problems, that mother, how will I be able to do this and how will I be able to do that? But you have to worry about the whole world. You have to think what's happening in the world. What are the problems of the world? You are responsible for that. Not only that, but you have to pray. In your prayers, you have to say, Mother, solve this problem. Collectively, individually, you have to take your attention from yourself, from your smaller life, to a much wider thing. Then you are a saint. And you have to think that it is your duty to ask for divine help. That all these problems should be solved. This is your job for which you are selected. Your asking is going to work out because, as you know, I am desireless. You have to desire for it. Whatever you desire will work out. The protection, the affection, the compassion of mother is with you. But you have to look after this world and show the concern that you have. Not to live with a very limited areas and with a very limited ways. Like now the British think, British are here, all right. UK problems are our problems. No. Your problems extend to all the places wherever there is Sahaja Yoga. And you have to worry about all of them. Now we are having, say, problems in Australia. And there's somebody who is very troublesome. So you have to see to it that, thank you, you have to see to it that you beat that person with shoes and put that right. Your leader has to tell you whom to beat with the shoes. And work it out. Whether it is in Australia, whether it is in America, whether it is in India, anywhere, you see that there's a problem on Sahaja Yoga, there's an assault on Sahaja Yoga, all of you should put your attention to it and work it out. Then there are general problems, as you see. See, we see that America is now becoming idiotic, or whatever you may say. So you have to put your attention to America. You have to stretch your attention outside, not inside, just worried about yourself, about your family, about your house, about your children. As soon as you spread your attention outside, your problems are solved in the house. In the smaller circle, they are solved. You have to pay attention outside. Now these days there are televisions, where first we had said don't see any televisions, because there was no use saying television by Sahaja Yogis. When they saw the television, they only got caught up. But now there are important things that are happening which you can see for yourself. You can scan it out, what are the world problems, and you can see for yourself where you have to put your attention. You should become aware of your personality. It's not a personality that can be completely involved into a very small area. Your personality such should get involved into all the problems of the universe, all the problems there are, and you'll be amazed that everything can work out in a very collective way. And at this stage, when you can see for yourself now, all the Sahaja Yogis have got vibrations on top of their heads. Would like to have a look, all of you? Just see, all of you, sitting in Ganpati. So stretch out your vibrations, stretch out your attentions, and you'll be amazed that all other stupid problems that you have will be finished. Now have a look. Let the children see first of all. Just see. You all have vibrations on top of your head. So the attitude towards ourselves should be to be aware of our own glory, of our own position, to know that we are saints, that we have reached a stage where we are at the highest. And that now we have become the light and we have to give light to others. If you see in the Bible, Christ has said something which is very important, that you don't put the light under the table. That's what it is. You have to put the light on a pedestal. And that's what it is, that you have to put your light on the citadel, at a very highest point, to give light to others. And this is working both ways. If you start understanding what you are, what you have to be aware of, what is your situation, what is your powers, what you have achieved in Sahaja Yoga, what is the debt you have towards Sahaja Yoga, and what you have to give for Sahaja Yoga. How Sahaja Yoga has made you so capable, so good, so nice. Are you righteous enough? Are you behaving properly? Are you doing all the rightful things which are necessary? Because it is only you who can do it. You are the people with a very, very special energies and special contacts with the spiritual life. And if you start behaving like all other mundane, nonsensical people, limiting yourself to a family, your children, your nonsensical previous lives, you'll be lost. Lost to yourself and lost to everyone. The problems are much more than what you know about. That is the understanding you have to reach, that Mother has made us yogis. We are saints. And we have to show to the world the right path. She has told us that we are the light. And we have to show to people which way to go, how to go further. Instead of that, everybody seems to be a problem, seems to be in a very small little whirlpool going round and round and round. How can that be? I have told you many times, look at these false gurus. They have no vibrations, they don't know anything about Kundalini, nothing about Sahaja Yoga. But how much they are doing? While what are we doing? We are struggling still with ourselves and with our problems, with our own ideas, with our very small-mindedness and chicken-heartedness.
So we can slide nicely into meditation now. So we'll have a silence, apart from I'm going to try and just guide your attention onto your Sahasrara. So one of the essences that Sri Mataji spoke about for our attention is the troubles in the world, and where these troubles are, not just in Sahaja Yoga, that we should and we can ask the Divine to resolve these problems, these conflicts, the negative energy that may be affecting things. And then we need to get involved in the outside world, not just our own little worlds of family and home and all the rest. It's funny enough, Sri Mataji mentioned troubles in the USA and America, and one of the things we could just put our attention on in our tranquil state, our powerful state, are these awful fires that are happening in California. Not all of them are just from nature, but some of them seem to be caused by arson, people setting fire themselves deliberately, destroying houses and so on. So that we can ask the Divine to help the people of California control these fires and put them out as quickly as possible. And also that the conflicts now arising with the change of government, the new presidents, can also be resolved. There are also the continuing conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza, and probably other places which I haven't mentioned. But you'll find them and you'll know them. So we can ask the Divine to please resolve the conflicts, bring peaceful conclusions to the conflicts in Gaza and Ukraine. Sri Mataji used the lovely word, stretch our attention. So we need to stretch our attention from wherever we are sitting, right over the country we're in, right over the continent we're in, if you want, right over the whole globe. She also said for us to be aware of our own glory. Now people get very modest at this stage. They don't like to think of their own glory. I think we can venture to feel there is glory within us, majesty, there's power, there is the divine within us. And we can be without limits. That's what others also said. To be without limits. To believe that we are limitless in our essence. Our mental limits and our spiritual limits are all man-made, or they're the result of conditionings. So let's throw the conditionings out. So in our full glory, let's dare to be in our full glory. We can sit quietly. And let the divine flow through us, flow into us, nourish us, and help us. And as ever, I repeat, let's see if we can guide our attention again to the top of the head, to the Sahasrara. Let's be in this now. Whatever mistakes we might have made in the past, let's help the past dissolve and not exist anymore. It's not an easy thing necessarily to do, but we can do it. In the same way we are creating our future right now. Let's not leave that to others. Each one of us can do it for ourselves, which makes the whole collective, which makes the whole society change. I am of the opinion that we are all really, in our essence, is much more powerful than we believe. So let's just check our attention again. Take it up to the Sahasrara. See if we can still our thoughts. We can see if we can stretch our attention without thinking about it, just doing it. And looking at the glory within us isn't going into ego. It's recognizing the truth of each one of us. We are much more than we think we are, consciously. So again, we can see where our attention might have drifted and bring it gently back to the top of the head. And enjoy. Enjoy these moments where you don't have to do anything. You don't have to think anything, create anything, say anything, be anywhere. ease our minds and bodies with the fact that we don't have to do anything. Just again, let's check where our attention's gone. It's so easily moved away. So bring it gently back so we can focus on the Sahasrara.
महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
So we can now raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhan. So we come to the end of the session tonight. Thank you for joining me. My only last word will be to try, when we finish this meditation, when we go back into our everyday lives, our work, etc., to see how it feels to have that glory within us, in our true selves, in our spirit. And that was what we really are. That's what we really are. So, I wish you well and a good evening and a very good 2025. So good night. Jai Shri Mataji.